Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope all is well. How is everybody today? I'm having a pretty good day. Just trying to make it another day in this lovely, lovely world. We're gonna kind of jump around a little bit. So yeah, let's say hi to everybody and then we'll get rolling. Snafu, what's up, buddy? Belandris, good to see you, friend. Jonathan, you should know. You should know. Mystic, good to see you. All right, so like I said, we're going to jump around just a touch. Breaking news, and I haven't been able to verify this, so I am going to stream right after Hayden's done with the trial. Try and pick up some more subscribers, do that kind of thing, and be doing news. So by that time, I will verify it. But this came on the wire just as soon as I was starting to go live here. So I wanted to hit it real quick because it's interesting. Pentagon issues warning over alien mothership UFO sending probes to Earth. Probes in the form of unidentified flying objects could be being sent to Earth by an alien mothership in a similar style to how NASA uses smaller ships to explore planets in the solar system. I agree. I think it's weird timing. Yep. I agree. Like I said, I will dig a little bit more into this, but this is an official press release. So by the time 6 o'clock rolls around, I will certainly have more information for you. Fine people. But I thought it very interesting. All right. So we're going to start, and this is my recent trip to Florida. I drove all the way down and all the way back. So we're going to do a part 1 today and a part 2 next week. Most of them are goblins, not lizard people. So we're going to start. We're going to do everything but Florida. Well, I know that's not true. Anyways, we're going to start here. So one of my favorite movies of all time is October Sky. If anybody... Gross. If you've not seen October Sky, I highly suggest it. At some point, I might do a watch party because I love this movie. So I'm going to play the trailer just to get everybody up to speed.
It's the radio signal transmitted by the Soviet Sputnik as it traverses the October sky.
Did you see Sputnik go over the other night? Anywhere in the world, someone could look up and see exactly what I saw.
To everyone else, it was just a light in the sky.
Let them have outer space. We got rock and roll.
But to Homer Hickam, it was the future.
Sputnik is a milestone in history.
And just maybe a way out.
College scholarships for winning a science fair? I want to build a rocket.
You better take an interest in your own town.
Just don't blow yourself up.
Nah. Hey, should we get behind something? What do you want to know about rockets? Everything.
Everything.
A lucky one will get out on a football scholarship.
How about I believe in the unlucky ones?
You better have a talk with your son, Elsie. He's out of control.
Would you please sign my newspaper?
H-O-M. This is great, Miss Riley. I learned everything. Uh-oh. Get it for the mine.
You ought to thank the good Lord that you didn't kill anybody.
Things are bad at the mine. Daddy's stuck in the middle.
Well, you put all this nonsense behind you, Homer.
It isn't nonsense.
Sure was exciting watching your rockets go up.
I know I'm going to be a miner. I've known my entire life. I have no...
Pause it just for the sake of not getting copyright struck.
choice.
As long as you are alive on this planet, you have a choice.
From the producer of Field of Dreams, a Joe Johnston film,
Coal mine's your life. It's not mine.
Universal Pictures presents the true story of a boy who risked everything for a dream.
You want to get out of here so bad, then go. Go! Yeah, I'll go. I won't even look back.
Sometimes you just can't listen to what anybody else says. You just gotta listen inside.
This spring, turn your eyes to the sky and watch what happens when everything you believe in soars.
I don't think we got a chance.
October Sky.
Yeah, it's an old one, but it's a good one. Damn it, why are we still on Pi? It is not Pi Day anymore. It is 3.15. It's a great movie. I love this movie. So, with that being said, I know of Coalwood, West Virginia, where this movie took place. So, on the way back, we actually stopped by Coalwood, West Virginia. And there we go. I said Florida trip. You missed the trip part. Yeah, I want to watch Party. It's such a good movie. That's what I was wondering. I just reloaded it. What's up? Did we get struck? No, we're up. Oh, it looks like we're fine. Sorry, just making sure we didn't get, whatever. So I thought this was ironic. This is Norfolk Southern. They've been in the news recently. Nothing good. Oh, pie. So, here is a trestle bridge. I'm big into trains and really like trains. This was a common occurrence. So to get there, it was about an hour off the freeway on a really windy mountain road in the middle of nowhere. Literally in the middle of nowhere. On the way, I think it was like 15 miles, and we counted over 60 houses that were burned down, with trees growing through them. Different buildings like this beyond repair. But they also had some nice, waterfall runoff randomly on the side of the road. And I always like the rock. Like, the rock's like a picture. It's, completely unique and always makes me happy. Here's a train tunnel through the mountain. Just thought it was cool. Has nothing to do with anything. Here is an active coal mine from the other side of the river and the highway. So, as you can see, there are piles of coal, and they're mining it out, putting it on railroads, and sending it out. So then we get into the actual Coalwood, West Virginia tunnel. Yep, tunnels. And Homer Hickam is the main character. So they make Homer Hickam Lane. The signs had better days, but yeah. So they have all the streets in the town. And mind you, we're talking a very small town. All the streets in the town have a character that was in the movie and obviously in the original story. So Homer Hickam was the main character, so that's the one. So this is downtown. It says, "Welcome to Coalwood, home of the Rocket Boys." That was their nickname. So, and then this was the only real nod or the only real monument, if you would. This was an STS space shuttle, and it was the monument to Homer Hickam. So that was Coalwood. There was not a lot there. It very small town, very different than life normally. So very interesting. Yeah, it was one of those things. It was different. It was neat to see the way different people live and interact and that kind of stuff. How big was the monument? It was about probably 8 feet tall, 10 maybe. So not teeny, but I wasn't expecting much, and it's not much of a tourist destination. Like I said, it was really a pain in the ass to get to, if we're being honest. But it's something I liked, and I wanted to go to. So, yeah, I felt it was important to take it in and see that. So, it makes the movie even more fascinating because there's nothing there. It is literally middle of nowhere, and for the Homer actually ended up working for NASA and working on several programs, but for somebody to get out of there and do great things like that was pretty spectacular. So my great-grandfather was a coal miner at the age of 8. They went to France for the Great War, and then became a representative of West Virginia House of Delegates. He built the Moose Lodge. Huh, that's cool, Snavu. That's really neat. What's up, Sleazy? Hey, Greedy. Good to see you. Hope you've been well, buddy. I missed ya. Alright, going to the next topic here. I don't want the See, the problem is all you have are these diversity and inclusion bullshit. And I don't want that. So this one, hey, Impish. The fact that Ruby Claw's cave has no natural openings wasn't that clear. The whole area is like keep out. It's gorgeous. When we get there, you'll see. So I'm glad they didn't keep out. So the next place on our journey is the Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee. Some of you may have seen the picture that I took in front of a radioactive sign. That was at Oak Ridge. So you spelled here wrong though. So like I was about to mod you and then you spelled here wrong. So I don't know that I can do it, buddy. Hang on. So we're going to watch this. Of course, we're going to break it up, but we're going to watch this short video on the America's Secret Town they didn't want you to know about. And then we'll go through some of the... Good morning to you too, buddy.
Lieutenant General Leslie Groves, director of the Manhattan Project, the hidden U.S. crash effort to build the atomic weapon, faced a vital choice in September 1942. The goal of the project was to create uranium-235, an isotope of uranium with an unstable nucleus that could readily be split to start a fission chain reaction, releasing massive amounts of destructive energy. However, this would necessitate a large, sophisticated manufacturing process involving tens of thousands of people, which would have to be kept hidden to avoid spies and traitors interfering. However, the question remained as to where those facilities might be hidden. Many prospective locations were found in various countries, but they all had limitations to provide the vast amounts of electricity necessary to do the job. Numerous areas in Washington state, for example, would have necessitated the building of extensive power lines. But this didn't want to be built near a densely populated area because the work's potential health consequences were unknown, and it would have been simpler for enemy spies to integrate in. After all, a 24,000-hectare site in rural eastern Tennessee was chosen because it was not only unnoticeable to anybody outside of the lightly populated area, but it was also near to Tennessee Valley Authority hydropower dams, which could supply the massive amounts of electricity required for the plants.
So, natural stopping point, just so we cannot get struck. Yeah, so I can attest that the actual Oak Ridge site is not, it's not in a location that you would come across naturally. It's kind of fascinating, though. So
it was the ideal location for the Clinton Engineer Works, the atomic complex, as well as a hidden city to accommodate the workers. Because it sounded sufficiently rural and generic to be utilized as a cover name for the residential area, the administration opted to name the secret city Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge, Tennessee is basically like any other tiny American town. They had a Walmart, a Dollar General, and Aldi. This is Tennessee's fifth biggest town at the time, which didn't really exist from 1942 to 1945. Oak Ridge was a real place, but no one knew about it. The 1,000 or so local residents returned home in October 1942 to find notices on their doors advising them that they had 6 weeks to leave because the government had taken their land under compulsory acquisition.
Thanks for stopping by, Leanie. Yeah, I know the trial and the kids on the stand, so I was going to do probably a shorter show so everybody could get back. So, what's up, Jacob?
So when all the walls and buildings were erected in the matter of months in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, the hired employees were given very little information. They only knew that their efforts would bring the battle to an end. It did, as a matter of fact, since they were working on the atomic weapon as part of the Manhattan Project. The name came from the fact that the sites were very similar to New York. They used about the same amount of energy and power due to all the machinery. The air was poisonous. They had to overpay the residents to persuade them to live in such poor conditions, and everyone thought they were more valuable than they actually were. Of course, in World War II, the enemies weren't kind. Therefore, it was critical that the US didn't spill secrets to Axis agents by accident. As a result, the entire 75,000 population town of Oak Ridge, Tennessee was kept completely secret. Not even the vice president was aware of its existence. When the bomb was detonated on Hiroshima, all but a few people were unaware that such a kind of weapon existed. It was shocking news, to say the least. The government's method of keeping this massive operation secret was as brilliant as the technology they were developing. There was no mention of Oak Ridge on any map. Houses were built outside the town and hauled in to be installed using the fewest possible construction employees. Every bit
They compartmentalized so much. Hey, Mistress May. There's such a weird distribution. Oh, you're talking about Aldi. So they compartmentalized everything so very much that and limited access so much that it was damn impressive. And this is the sister site to Los Alamos National Lab in New Mexico. So these are the two places that developed the nuclear bomb.
Bit of mail that had come in and went out was checked and read, not just to ensure that no information of the work going on within the fences were included, but also to ensure that no signals that transmitted details were included. There were billboards like this all over town, telling everyone that what they were doing was private, but the government believed that with 75,000 people, a few spies would inevitably get in. As a result, nearly everyone had no idea what they were doing. Despite the fact that hundreds of thousands of individuals worked on the Manhattan Project at Oak Ridge and other locations, only a few dozen people knew the atomic bomb existed before the Hiroshima explosion, contrary to one assessment. The workers found out what they were building the day after the bomb went off in the newspaper. Every person would be assigned a single work, and the few highest-ranking scientists would be the only ones who knew how it connected to the other activities. One person, for instance, was given the responsibility of watching a dial and turning a valve when it hit 100. He didn't know why he was doing it. Another laundry worker was instructed to hold a machine up to each item of clothes and listen for a popping sound. She had no idea she was using a radiation detector to check for radioactivity. Security officials...
They had no idea. And I'm interested to see how many of these people have cancer. We can make one.
Was stationed throughout Oak Ridge, keeping an eye out for anything unusual. Residents shunned groups of more than 7 people and having the same individual over often because they knew that if the security personnel were suspicious in the least, even if it was unverified, they would be kicked out for good. If a leak was discovered, the resident would be sentenced to 10 years in prison or fined $100,000. Generally, Americans were really into the concept of winning. So even individuals who knew a lot about what was going on in Oak Ridge kept quiet out of patriotism, not wanting to give the enemy any knowledge. Oak Ridge, on the other hand, had stores, restaurants, and even sports teams at the time. Oak Ridge appeared to be a typical American town, one that just happened to be home to the world's most nuclear weapon. Finally, the various elements of the once secret Tennessee atomic complex were broken up after the war. Part of it was finally transformed as the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, which contributed.
Have things changed that much? I doubt it. No, it's still very much locked down. Here, I mean, obviously we know about it. I tried my damnedest to get in, and yep, didn't work. But we'll talk about it in just a second, Greedy.
Contributed to the development of nuclear medicine by producing isotopes for use in cancer treatment and diagnostic tools, as well as conducting cutting edge research in diverse fields, from nanotechnology to wireless charging for electric vehicles. During the Cold War, another section
Tweety.
became the Y-12 National Security Complex, which manufactured components for tens of thousands of thermonuclear warheads in the U.S. military and later assisted in the dismantling of U.S. and former Soviet.
So, they actually still have a molten salt reactor, which is awesome. I don't know. I didn't read it. So certainly, I think people are still clueless. Everything is very compartmentalized still and very off to the public. So there's the town part, and then there's the base part. I don't think many people, like, there are people like myself that know what kind of things are out there, but to know specifics or to know what's going on, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I don't think that they're going to ever, like, it wouldn't be a good idea for them to release, oh, we're doing this, this, and this. And I get that point of it. However, I think at some point it would be nice if we were clued into something, just personally. So I'm clueless by choice. Well, sometimes that's good. Not even minding sending a man to do the work instead. What? I modded you. For now. They would allow the internet if they didn't have something more nefarious going on. Right. So, not to say this is conspiracy. The road that... Oh, I guess I could share the pictures, shouldn't I? Give me 1 second. 1 little second. So this is Y-12 National Security Complex. So they have a molten salt reactor. They also have a reactor that builds or that synthesizes both plutonium for research purposes and bombs, as well as other synthetic radioactive materials that they get. So oh, well, that's deserved. So continue on, sir. Continue on. The discard announcement made me feel gross enough as it is. Bill Anders. But I appreciate you for it, buddy. So this is Y-12 Security Complex. This was the one, if you remember, when I reported on, that was on fire at one point. A couple of days before. Curious. But it is on North Portal Road. North Portal Road. Not to get too conspiracist. But I thought that was interesting. Here's the sign that I took a picture next to. There's also a sign that says, don't take pictures. Sandia is closely related to Oak Ridge, isn't it? I actually don't know. Sandia. I don't know what that is. Sandia National Labs. Huh. X-ray camera is the one. No. Damn. Security. Aerial cable facility, combustion research facility. Huh. I didn't. DOE. Where? Oh, they're across the country. National and international. Yeah, okay. So, gotcha. Kauai, Albuquerque, Livermore. Yeah, a lot of them in New Mexico. For non-nuclear weapon systems and bomb components. Okay. So yeah, they're primarily out in New Mexico. So yeah, and they do ballistics and all that kind of stuff, but no, it specifically says, I don't know if I had, no, I specifically didn't take a picture of it, but it says security sensitive installation, that it's a felony to take pictures of the security sensitive installation. I don't know how true that is. I'm just telling you what the sign said. I probably should have taken a picture of the damn sign. So this is the Y12. Again, there's a couple reactors there. I don't know why the hell there's so many school buses. That was confusing. This as far as you can get. That's all very well protected. This is just these signs are everywhere, so I assume that it's contaminated. Oh, I believe the camera pictures would be illegal. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we should do that. I was going to go into Y12 and Oak Ridge a little bit more in depth at some point. It's on my list. But so these signs, these radioactive soil signs are everywhere. So I don't know if they did testing. I don't know if it was radioactive. I did not take my Geiger counter and probably should have, but these signs are all over. This was curious. We were trying to gain access to the other side. School buses to bring in employees. That was my thought, is they brought in the employees via the school bus. So yeah, I could do that. There's a lot of them. Yeah, there were so many buses. So Rochester Quarry. So this is I assume this was a testing ground at one point, something like that, or still is. The water was very, very oddly colored. The camera doesn't do much to it, and there's also some military boats back here. It's probably gone because we cleaned house, and because we had so much freaking blue, and if you have that much blue, it drives people away. So I went through and got rid of a bunch of wrenches. So it's still really blue. Yes, we purged. Well, there were so many in there. Yeah, plus I don't get control anymore. Yeah, it was like radioactive teal. Like it was an odd color. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't my I no longer control that. I just do content. It was odd. The water was very odd. I've never seen anything like it. So here's the United States Department of Energy Y-12 National Security Complex. And it's a no drone zone. I have my drone. I wanted to play with it. Limestone causes it? Okay. And then here's the guard towers. I thought these were cool. They're kind of in shambles. There's like a little plaque, but this would have been the entrance to. There's a little plaque. The entrance to the whole facility. Universal Hotel water. Yeah, I didn't know that either because there's limestone up north and the water. I guess it kind of is by that little cove, but yeah, it was. No, I wanted one too. I want a piece of trinitite. I can never pronounce it right, but it's the glass that was caused when they tested nukes in the sand in New Mexico. It creates this really pretty glass. However, shit is expensive. And here's just a sign saying what's around. So Y-12, Clark Center Park, Oak Ridge, ORNL was Oak Ridge National Laboratory, and then O'Rise South Campus. So it's kind of going in. So that was pretty much it for what? Trinitite? Trinitite? Yeah, I was trying to get radioactive rocks. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you trinitite because and it's such a limited quantity because I mean we're not testing nukes anymore, supposedly. So it's nuclear sand glass. They make lead-lined gloves and boots. It'd be safe enough for you to get gathered somewhat the proper PPE. Yeah. Or I could just grab some. What about trees? They must have been there a while now. Do they leave a glow at night? No, there wasn't. Well, we weren't there at night, so I can't answer that. But yeah, I don't know. Well, we just chucked them. We just chucked them out to grab oranges. Yeah, so a lot is it's just glass. It's nuclear glass caused by the intense heat melting the sand. So they vary very widely. And it depends on how perfect the piece is or whatever. So I've always wanted a piece of this. It is incredibly hard to find. I tried to get one. Oh, this one's from White Sands Missile Range. I tried to get one when we were in you can't pick it up either. It's unlawful to pick it up. But it's probably all cleaned up at this point. So that's Trinitite. I want some. I want some. Like, I don't even care how big or small it is. They have it on Amazon for real. 4.0 to 5.4 grams, $100. Ooh, that's a pretty piece too. Damn. Okay. Saving that to my wish list. Add to list. My wish list. And we're done. Oh, see, now I'm going on a rabbit hole. Okay. We're going to stop doing that because I'm still streaming. So that's Trinitite. So I got to go file taxes again. I got something in the mail that said I have like 7,000 unclaimed from a decade ago. Damn. I didn't want to share that screen because I was putting it on my private whistle. Radioactivity is not that scary. Like I've said many times, I have several radioactive elements on my desk, and then radioactivity permeates our daily lives pretty often. So, yeah, the government sucks. They drag their feet. Yep. I didn't share any. I didn't even share the Trinitite sample. I'm sorry. Let me. When I freaking ash. I thought for sure I shared it, but yeah. Old Fiesta ware. I forget what color, but there's a certain color that highly radioactive. There we go. Now I'm sharing it. I seriously didn't share that before. I apologize. This stuff can glow as well if you get a good piece. So, but it's cool looking. It's cool looking. What glows even better is europium, and I have some. Europium looks really cool. It's phosphorescent. Oops. I don't want to do that. You never know what might come up on Google. Oh, come on. And as we all know, I still really, really want some. That's not what I'm looking at. Oh, there we go. Stupid thing. So that's europium can glow. It can be either pinkish or greenish. I have greenish. So that takes us to our last stop on the trip. Should probably open it with a video since I did the other ones. I don't want that. I don't want like a long one. Oh, we use their stupid tour story thing. Present. Oops, gotta take your good rock to stone. I know how to refine uranium. I just don't want to do it. Okay, so this is the story of Ruby Falls. They show you this on the tour. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes giving up is the right decision. Sometimes when it's fish or cut bait, the smart guy cuts bait. Sometimes the wise man looks into a hole in the mountain and he can't see through the dark, and so wisely he turns back. Sometimes, some people, not me. When my Ruby went away to Tennessee, I did not give up. She was my high school sweetheart, and usually those things don't work out, but I kept at it. She's my wife now, so yes, that was the right call. Ruby and I have seen just about everything together. She knows, as well as I do, that adventures begin just after you maybe ought to turn back. We come around a bend, we see a new adventure. She takes my hand and off we go. Now, the minute I first saw the cave in Lookout Mountain, I wanted to open it up to the public. I wanted everyone to see that underground cathedral. But the
Wait,
railroad
Cody's a
said
Bernie bro?
they
I
needed
like
that
Cody.
passage for their line. Time to cut bait, right? No.
Wait a minute. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was a socialist. That knocks him down a peg in my book. Isabel, I see you. Good to see you. No, we're not. I mean, we're more than halfway, but we're not ending in like 30 seconds or anything.
Sir, I started planning. When we were ready, Ruby and I bought land above the cave. We started drilling. The plan was to open up a new entrance into the cave so folks could see it without getting in the way of the railroad. We worked round the clock, pulling up enough buckets of limestone to build a castle. And if our drills had stayed true, maybe we would have found another way into the cave. But the drill deviated. The hand of God, maybe. We found something else. An opening into the unknown. That gust of air rushing by our faces, I swear, it summoned me. Maybe it was a way to a new wonder. Maybe it was a crack leading to a dead end. We could have backed up and tried again, but this was no time to turn back. This was a calling. So down we went, crawling through the dark, with the mountain on our heads. We crawled for an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours, and here we are.
Yeah, I'm with Jude. No politics. We're on vacation.
I know we're down deep, maybe farther down than you ever expected to go. I know the point most people would have turned around is several hundred feet above us. Maybe we're past the point of no return. Maybe. Ruby's up there, waiting for me. And you can bet I want to get up there to her, but the same thing pulling me back.
It's a massive hole.
Is pushing me forward. I want to find something for her. I want to find a treasure worthy of her name and share it with the world. So we'll keep going. We'll press on when others might turn back, because if I found one thing in my life,
Absolute
it's this.
psycho.
You don't quit when you got your eyes on a ruby.
All right, so that's Ruby Falls. The story of Ruby Falls. So now we'll go take a journey. Yeah, it sets off my claustrophobia. I had a very hard time in certain areas of the cave fitting. I spent a good amount of time, bent over at the waist and kind of, yeah. And you're taller than me, so it probably wouldn't be a pleasant experience for you, sir. So this is overlooking. So this is where you go into Ruby Falls. God, I wish that would be cool. So this is where you go into Ruby Falls. This is overlooking the river and the city of Chattanooga. So I took a bunch of random pictures, and my kid took some. So again, rock formations, they're just so pretty, and they're so unique. I think they look really cool. So we'll kind of go through. It gets better. You can start seeing the stalagmite type, one of them, hanging out up there. Again, that's in the ceiling, just looking up and through. Well, I know, because you're just a tiny, tiny man. Tiny, tiny man. Going to take my daughter to Ape Cave soon. Lava tubes at Mount St. Helens. That would be cool. I actually saw one in New Mexico where it was 100 and some odd degrees, and the lava tubes acted like almost like a freezer heat exchanger, and there was like 7 feet of ice in the middle of the desert. It was cool. Yeah, no, I got it. So we'll go through these kind of. So this is what they call elephant's foot, and it looked kind of like an elephant's foot, just formation. There's another side of it, kind of looks like an elephant's foot. I just think it's so cool to see the different formations. Like the rock faces just look gorgeous. So this is where you walk right here. You can see kind of some light to it there. It got really tense, really tight. There's little guys, so I am very close. They absolutely do. Yep. Yeah, Carlsbad, we decided not to go down there. I forget why, but there was a specific reason. But maybe at some point. Oh, that's really cool. I'm sure, yeah. So again, there's just the different formations of rock, and it's just so pretty. Like you see all the different, the water that went through and all that good stuff. I forget if they're mite or type, but these are calcite. They're calcium depositing and building up. So Elevator was broken. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Chernobyl. It happens. So I think some of these are really cool. Kind of the ribbon. Yeah, I know that. And they tell you that like 17 times. I just can never remember that. All right, here again, you have this like curtain effect. Might trip on them. Gross. So here's another one of the. So it's nice and comfy. Then there's certain places where it opens up like this, and then bigger places. I think they called this the. So here's the totem, and here's the crystal chandelier. So just kind of odd how it's just one spot, but. And here's some more of the stalactites. I don't remember what the hell this is. I think that's the ceiling, but again, all the cracks and pretty cool. So that's like the cave you have working to work with. It's not very tall. And then some more. They called this one Donkey, but I don't know where the hell a donkey is. And it could have just been potentially the angle. But anyways, that's the donkey. This is where it started getting really tight. Really, really tight. But again, just gorgeous. It's just... current effect. That's an open mouth, big head, sharp teeth. Yeah, yeah. So again, it's just so pretty. You have... Was that last one? There's one called Bacon or something like that, and it looks like bacon. Could be that one. But those are pretty. Now I gotta remember where the hell Bacon is, because that one was... It looked like bacon. I always think these ones look like snow. They're again just the calcium carbonate. Does the tighter, the better work in this scenario too? No, because I'm a big guy. You stop it, Blandris. Slag tits. That's funny. You guys are just full of it today, aren't you? Someone did mention bacon. Somewhere there's a piece of bacon, and it looks damn close to a piece of bacon. Now I'm on a mission to find the bacon. But yeah, I won't take a ton of time on each of these, but we'll kind of go through them. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. It's actually the mines of Moria. Media wasn't allowed in the secret parts because he's way too big to be dwarf. I have no idea what any of that means, Dance. There's a fish. You see the fish? It looks like a fish. Gross. Leaning Tower. I don't remember where it's at. Mind you, there's like 50 people on a tour, and I'm getting pushed from behind. So didn't have exorbitant amounts of time to like line up shots, and that looks interesting too. Hey, what's up, chosen one? Well, a fish from East Palestine, Ohio, maybe. I want to find that bacon. I know I took a picture of the damn thing. Dragon's foot. There's a dragon. There's a little stream where people threw money in. It's not there. God, I gotta find the bacon. I don't know what that one is. I think that's the other side of the dragon's foot. Is that the bacon? No, that's not the bacon. Yeah, that's the bacon. I thought I had a better picture of the bacon, but apparently not. So yeah, that's definitely the bacon. So it's like rippled, and it's got that line through it, and it looks like bacon. I mean, I oversold the bacon, I think. Those are just so cool. We're getting to the good part. Jesus Christ, how many pictures did I take? I'm going to kind of fly through some. Okay, here we go. So, in the middle of this cave, the reason it's called Ruby Falls is because there's Ruby Falls. So, that's what it looks like. And it is gorgeous. And it is huge. So, this giant waterfall that comes out of there. They don't know what the cause. They don't know where it's coming from. They dyed the pool at the bottom to see where it was going, so they know where it goes out. But they have no idea where the water comes in. Oh, they of course they light it all up. We'll get to the light. So, because I took a bunch of pictures, because this is typical tourist. What? I didn't do it. So they have pink. They have blue. They have like a green. And then it gets into, so this is the other side, I believe. Looks kind of trippy, honestly. Wow, that looks really trippy now that I'm looking at it. What the hell? So this is like the ceiling, and it just happens to be the light. That's what I'm saying, bro. Damn. I don't see the face. Wow, I like that. That's cool. And then we're back to the waterfall. But those were trippy. Those were creeping me out a little bit. But I liked it. Okay. So that is Ruby Falls. It's like the Gnome King in the Return of Oz. Gross. My wife has one that tells you what house you're in or whatever. that I got her or something. So that is part uno. All those things were really, really neat. I enjoyed them a lot. Checked off some things. It's kind of one of those. We've driven to Florida a couple times, and these are the things that we never get a chance to do. So do it when you get an opportunity, and that's kind of the message of the day. If you get the opportunity to do something cool, just do it, man. Like, you never know when the next time is, or when you might get the opportunity again. So do it. Have fun. Go see things. The caves are absolutely fascinating. And there's a lot of fascinating, and I'm going to speak directly to the United States. Sorry, Greedy. Sorry, Dance. Not sorry. Because I know it a little bit better. This is such a beautiful landscape with so many interesting sights and interesting people. Go out and do something. Go out and, go out and see the world. Especially because it seems like stuff's going to get a little uncomfortable moving forward here. So I always encourage exploration and seeing the world because it's beautiful. Yeah, I know. Probably next time. Like I said, we've been down there several times, and we will certainly be down there again. I am 100% sure of it. So, yeah, I also want to go to Utah at some point in the near-ish future. Probably going to be the next one to check it all off. There's one more thing that I want to get to real quick. Just give me a quick moment. I apologize. Where did I put it? I just wanted to come back to that original story that I broke with. If anybody has any information or has anything they'd like to share, please send it to me. About this. This is kind of creeping me out, and I haven't had. Well, I'm glad you enjoy, and hopefully, health gets better, and you might be able to. But we'll keep looking at it and keep sharing it. So, our family motto was urinate in every state. That's awesome. That's really cool. So yeah, if anybody has any information, like I said, I haven't verified this, but this was a release. Pentagon issues official warning over alien mothership UFO sending probes to Earth. Probes in the form of unidentified flying objects could be sent to Earth by an alien mothership in similar style to how NASA uses smaller ships to explore other planets in the solar system. So I know not all of you were here when we started the show. I kicked it off with that. So I cannot confirm anything but the fact that there was indeed a press release from the United States government. They're up to something. So if anybody has any information, I would certainly love to check it out. Go ahead and send it to me. That would be cool. Also, yeah. Yep. I didn't say it was true. I just said it's weird that they're bringing it up. So, and you know, the day after our banks start collapsing, and we're in for quite a shitstorm. So, just something to think about. But I also wanted to tell I don't know. That's what I'm saying. As soon as I went on, it started breaking. So I haven't had a chance to verify it. I haven't had a chance to look into it. I haven't got any chance to do much of anything with it. So I'm going to do that. And if Hayden will still have me, I am going to start right after with news. And we'll cover it, and that will give me enough time to be able to really dig in deep. So that's why I said give me information if you happen to find it or come across it or whatever. With that being said, I am going to be. Oh, that's the other thing I had to do. Mr. Dance Biker Dance. 2 things. Still working on your thing. Still working on how I want to do the response to your moving mountains or moving whatever thing. Also, I just finally caught up to the fact that you sent me that dinosaur spider thing for the boys, and I appreciate it. I'm going to show them when they get home, because I didn't. What did I do this time? I didn't do it. Read with the class. I don't want to, because I want it to. Holy shit, they're like serious about this. Or is this. No. I'm trying to read this on the fly. I'm not gonna probably read it right this second. Shit. So they're like. Wow. So they're like serious about this, because I wasn't entirely sure. But they're like legit? Is that what I'm getting out of it? Or what's your thought? Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate it, buddy. They'll love it. It's a Yahoo safe link. Yeah, I understand that. No, it's a safe. I don't want to share it with the class, fucko. Because that will be interesting, and I don't want to. Mystic, will you come down here? No, I didn't read it. And at least there's something real about the post meatball song. Yeah, it came from a credible source. Certainly. Well, I'll read it, but yeah. I'm just going to read it in like 2 hours again anyways. Well, I'll do some more research into it. I have to pee so bad.
About it in an hour.
It wasn't on. I'm gonna look into it first, and then I'll stream about it. Either I would have to move though. Like I have my headphones in, so I can't do it. All right. Damn it. Okay. Wait, do you want to talk to these fine people for a minute?
I can.
Just talk to them about anything.
Well, how do I just... Can't we just say goodbye?
They want me to read the fucking article.
I thought we were waiting. I thought we were waiting on the article.
No, I'll read the article. I'll
All right,
be
we'll
back.
read the article.
Oh, you're going to read the article now?
Maybe. Ooh, okay. Oh, and sorry, that's the cat. Oh, shoot. Thank you, baby. All right. Sorry. Okay. I don't think I'm that entertaining. In an article published yesterday, the 14th, by Fox News, the outlet revealed that the United States officials think UFOs could visit our planet soon. In fact, the Pentagon has reason to believe an alien mothership is in our solar system, ready to explore Earth. To be perfectly honest, I don't really understand why Earth would be top of the list. Like, meh. Last week, officials stated that these supposed alien aircrafts could send small probes to our planet in order to study it, similar to how NASA does on missions. Nobody cares about that. Interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases small probes during close passage to Earth. Not two. It's the same thing. Dandelion seeds could be separated from the parent craft by the tidal gravitational force of the sun, or by maneuvering capability, a portion of their findings read. Huh. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming maybe that this is what they're talking about. Something similar to this. Mini probes. Looks very Star Wars-y. Pan-STARRS telescopes were created for NASA to locate 90% of objects in Earth's orbit larger than 140 meters, which is how the potential alien mothership was said to be detected. Okay. In 2005. I don't understand why we're that far behind. Maybe it just actually takes that long. Huh. Launched in July 2022. Sorry, I'm not a consistent follow along reader. More of like a meh. Hit the high points. Telescopes noticed a strange interstellar object and named it something meaning scout in Hawaiian. Traveled away from the sun without a cometary tail. That's interesting. Leading science to classify the object as artificial. Actually, I would think that's probably... Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably the most interesting part, is that it didn't have a tail.
Okay, let me get it.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so July, we'll start up here. American officials have been developing units to investigate strange phenomena for quite some time. AARO launched in July 2022, and they track unidentified objects near and on Earth. In 2005, Pan-STARRS telescopes were created for NASA to locate 90% of objects in Earth's orbit larger than 140 meters, which is how the potential alien mothership was said to be detected. Shit. Before that, October 19, 2017, telescopes noticed a strange interstellar object and named it Oumuamua. We've talked about Oumuamua before. It was incredibly odd. Incredibly odd. Give me 1 second here. All right. Meaning scout in Hawaiian. It traveled away from the sun without a cometary tail, leading scientists to classify the object as artificial. Government officials said another object absent of a cometary tail was discovered 3 years later in 2020, and I didn't hear about that one. And 6 months before Oumuamua made its closest approach to Earth, an interstellar meteor, IM-2, measuring a meter long, crashed on our planet and had identical speeds relative to Sun at large distances, with the exact same shape as Oumuamua. I didn't hear about that. Yeah, that was Mystic. No, you did great. I just kind of threw you into it, so I appreciate it. Give me a quick break there. I didn't remember that. With proper design, these Tina probes would reach Earth or other solar system planets for exploration, as the parent craft passes by with a fraction of the Earth-Sun separation, just like Oumuamua did. Astronomers would not be able to notice the spray of many probes because they did not reflect enough sunlight for existing survey telescopes to notice them, researchers said, of the alien activity. A couple tweets that they picked. I know, right? Pentagon officials wrote a report that there may be a mothership in our solar system sending these little UFOs like Independence Day, and no one's talking about it. LMAO, we're gonna die. Pentagon officials suggest alien motherships in our solar system could possibly send small probes to Earth for research. Drama alert. They would operate dissimilar how NASA operates when studying other planets, according to the officials' draft research report via Fox News. And that's obviously the footage. And that's all that we have currently. This usually means they know more than they're telling us. So that's interesting as all hell. They really very well could be. I know that's your thought process. Signs, yeah. Yeah, no, I certainly think that we've known about it longer than we have. So yeah, no, it's interesting. I wonder why I wonder why. That's true. I think Mother Earth will eliminate us and heal. Mother Earth is great at what they do, and it will rebound nicely. The stuff. I don't know if that's in reference to. But anyways, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like a Power Ranger. Who does? Dance? Oh yeah, he does kind of. Well, that's my thought. That's my thought. Is there's something we don't know. Well, it's past conspiracy stuff now. Like it's mainstream, so that means something's up, in my opinion. I mean, they're very selective about what they let out. They're not just going to drop random shit and not have receipts. So he's a Power Ranger. Best original Power Ranger. It's got to be the Green Ranger. Hottest original Power Ranger. It's got to be the Pink Ranger. Kimberly. But with that being said, we need to talk about what? We need to talk. We'll talk. Right. Well, and that's the thing. Like, there's been so much bullshit for so long. What's true and what's not anymore. So, the Ginger Ranger. What do you mean, do I have something to tell us? I said the best one is the Green Power Ranger. The hottest one is the pink one. Like the best fighting Power Ranger is the Green Ranger. We're not going to get into this. We're not going to get into this right now. So here's what I got going on. I'm reaching out to some people. If we can swing it, I'll do another stream at some point. If not, I will wait until Hayden dumps, and then, which will be about 6 o'clock Eastern time. Damn you, Jacob.
Your temper brings us honor to my happy Mushu palace.
That was for you. Gimp suit. I may be an alien. I don't know. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to work on another show. Yeah, I know. I'm calling the mothership right now. That's why I had to send a text. We come in peace. And you know what? If somebody would have got me, then I wouldn't destroy theirs, but you deserve it. Oh. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for running away from the trial for a minute to hang out with me. That bong sounded depressed because it knows that aliens are about to. Chat has the suspension train. What was that? I don't feel safe. IDR my conspiracies. I also want alien disclosure. Oh my God, did you? Oh, it would be fantastic, greedy. I'd love to get my hands on some of that. Yes, that is the Taco Bell. I forgot, you missed the last couple night shows. So we were looking for something, and there was, I forget why the hell it came up, but there was a 10-hour where the Taco Bell bell just randomly donged. It was just black other than that, no sound, no nothing, and it was just Taco Bell bell, and it was just the anticipation thing. So I watched the entire thing, and it was crazy. All right, with that being said, I am going to go hang out and don't feel anxious about it. It's nothing to be afraid of. I think they've been here for a long time. We just might finally be learning about them. So, yeah, don't be worried about it. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you stopping by. As always, please leave a like on the stream. Please share it around. Please subscribe if you're not. I'm trying to get to that 500 mark for the meat roast. Damn it, phone, stop. I'm trying to get to 500 for the meat roast. We're 83 away. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will see everyone when I forget what the hell his name is, when the trial's over at 5:30, 6 o'clock-ish. Until then, stay safe, look up, you might see aliens, and have a good night, day, evening, weekend.